Hey guys and girls, gamers, nerds alike, and those who found this video by mistake. Welcome to our new show.
Here we look at games old and new, from character designs all the way to soundtracks. It's all here on dusty cartridges.
To broken discs. We take you through all the games you loved growing up with, as well as all the games you play today. He's Big Dave.
And he's Glenn.
And he's Adam. Before we do get into this video, remember to like, comment, and use that trigger finger and smack the subscribe button. And with that out of the way, remember, dust off that cartridge, pick up the controller, and let's talk about this week's episode. On this week's episode, we're looking back and we're going all the way back to Sonic the Hedgehog. Guys, fond memories. I mean, where do you guys, sort of Adam, where do you start with Sonic?
Well, Glenn, I would start. For me, I think Sonic was the first game I ever owned of my own actual game on a console. So like Sega Mega Drive was my first ever console ever that was owned by myself, just me. And Sonic was obviously on that. My first experience was Sonic 2, not Sonic 1.
Yeah.
It's like that, obviously, nostalgia and everything like that is by far my favorite of the whole franchise of Sonic as well. I have really good memories of that.
Sonic 2 is badass. Yeah. It's like the best Sonic game ever.
And because I loved it so much, I was able to persuade my mum to go back and buy me Sonic 1 so that I can actually find out why it was the second version. Because back then I was like, what do you mean 2? Like, I thought it was just the name of it, like Sonic 2.
You didn't realise it was a sequel to an already fantastic very first game.
To be fair, it was only 3, so...
It's not the point.
Was I 3? No, I must have been older than that.
I like how he's now trying to remember how old he was when
did the Mega Drive come
out? So you've put me on the spot there because I didn't research that bit.
You asked a stupid question.
How dare you ask any form of question?
God.
We have a script.
Dave,
what about you for Sonic? Where did you start?
I mean, for myself, again, like I said, Sonic 2 was one of my main introductions into the Sonic franchise. I mean, branching off from that, I got the Sonic CD. If you've ever played that one, I always had remember the like dead good animated intro, that Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. To this day, one of the best intros to any game.
And then once you get past the intro, you just turn the game off.
Pretty much.
Not that
good. But I did play like a lot of the random ones when I was younger as well. Did you ever play Sonic Spinball? Sorry.
Oh, Sonic Spinball! That game gave me fucking nightmares. There's the one where you're in like some sort of cave system, and you end up in one of the pinball, and there's a truck, and then a giant snake comes out of nowhere.
Well, that's what I mean. It was actually quite a difficult game when you're like, I mean, what age was I back then? I was probably about.
Are you 3 as well?
Well, no, I was about 6, 7. But I mean, looking back at it, I mean, it is quite difficult of a game to play. I mean, you've got like this dragon that comes out or something out of the sewers. You know, it tries to eat you. You've got like obviously the bombs and things like that all over the place. And then you've got to, I mean, there's certain parts where you've got to figure out how to unlock, you know, certain parts of the door to move to next sections.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It's proper difficult.
I don't remember this game.
You need to look it up. You need to play it.
It's addictive, but again, it is pretty difficult for
it's a definite rage quit game. It's like a major
well,
rage
it might have
quit
been
game.
why I probably don't have any memories of it because
he's repressed them.
Yeah, pretty much.
in regards to that, obviously, Sonic 2 again for you guys is pretty much where I came from as well. You know, that's where I started. But I also remember playing the first Sonic and having the level select cheat, which I believe was like up, down, left, right, A, B, select start or something like that. I will have to look that up because I love that. And you got to just skip all the levels and just go, yeah, I'm just going to fight the last boss. But you had no idea what you were doing. And you were just sort of like, And then it's where he was in the tubes and you had to jump at them and run to the other side. And, yeah, I remember that bit. But do you remember with Sonic 2, they released Sonic and Knuckles expansion pack, which you could put that bit in first, then put Sonic on top. And you could play the game as Knuckles. Playing as Knuckles. Oh, Knuckles was great. Playing as Knuckles was probably one of the best parts that I had with Sonic 2, where you could glide and then just sort of like stick into the wall and you could climb up. It's one of those areas that you couldn't get to a Sonic. You could do as Knuckles and you're like, yes!
You know what, actually, as well, like say Sonic 2 was the first one I played, I was only about 3 years old, so I didn't really understand. I used to hate Tails. Like, I really disliked him as a character. I used to fucking hate him. And I tried to kill him all the time, whenever possible. I just wanted him out of the game. And I thought if I killed him in the game, he would then that would be it. I wouldn't have to deal with him. Obviously, that wasn't the case.
But he always came back.
It's like you kill him and go, don't come back here with that bullshit anymore. And you start running off and then you just see him like...
I don't know why I hate him so much.
Tails going,
To be fair, I did the same thing where I would always try to, like you say, escape him if I could. You know, like try and go 10 times faster than him, but he'd always catch up.
Yeah. What was your favourite part? Like Sonic 2, Chemical Plant used to just absolutely blow my mind.
No, that was Nightmare Fuel. Nightmare Fuel. I thought
it was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Honestly, in Sonic 2, I think it was the Casino Zone.
Yes,
Casino Zone was one of my favourite ones, where you go into the freaking what's it called machine, and they
like the fruit machines.
Yeah, kind of like a fruit machine, isn't it? Slot machine.
Slot machine.
Yeah. I'd literally spend ages just going up and down in there.
I think that's where my gambling addiction must have come from. You just dive in and you just sit there listening to the music, jumping in, just bounce off the things, going bing. Like, yep, I'll sit here for I've got an hour. Just jamming to the tunes like yeah. And then you go to a real casino and it's nothing like that. It's not fun. You don't spin into a little
you don't jump around and bang into all the...
Exactly.
Well, I mean, talking Sonic 2, I mean, what was your favourite version of Robotnik or Eggman, whichever you want to call him? Like, which boss was your favourite? I mean, realistically, one of my favourite ones was still the one of the first. Like, I think it was actually the first boss when he's in the car. You know, and he's got the bloody drill on the front.
Yeah, yeah.
That is one of the most memorable boss guys I can think of.
And that's the only one I can. Is that the one where he's a big robot in that as well, isn't he? Like where he's
I think that's the final boss. That one is.
I think again, I think that was another moment that kind of like just absolutely blew my mind. When I first saw it, and it's like, oh my god.
And then there's the one in Chemical Zone.
Where he's in that little orb and it drops
he drops the water, doesn't he? He drops the water.
Spits him out, yeah.
I used to rage quit so much of that part because, like you say, you jump over, bounce on him on his head, but then you'd fall. And then the
floor would spin.
It used to do me.
Oh yes, fucking hated that. But the thing with Chemical Plant is the second part's Chemical Plant, where you're in that one little bit, the wall shuts on you and you've got to jump up with the things that are moving around and the water rises and you're just like, and that's why I've got the fear of the ocean or underwater. Being underwater terrifies me, and I think it's because of that, because you're jumping and then it's like, and you just like you're running out, and then
I think the way to design that is absolutely like incredible, like because it like you say, it created so much tension. And like, I just remember always, even though you knew that there was air bubbles around, so you could get your breath, like, and it'd be okay. Yeah. The amount of tension it used to cause,
it was a
I'd
fear.
always be on edge all the time.
Yeah, Yeah. As soon as you saw water and you went in it, you're like, right, I need to find an air bubble now. But the only thing is, though, you'd stand there, you'd wait, you'd get the bubble, and you'd still wait there for the next one. You wouldn't
Just
go.
in case.
Yeah, I need to make sure I've got enough oxygen to do this. And then it comes up, and then you jump up and you get it. And you go, right, I can go now, and you still end up dying. It's just because you can't do that underwater for real, guys. If there's a bubble bubbling up, you can't jump up and take the air from it. That's what gave me. Well, yeah, yeah, I've not tried, but I mean, pretty sure the physics of the world doesn't allow that to happen. We don't live in a video game world.
So you claim.
Yeah.
It's gonna all be a video game.
I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just trying to disagree for no reason.
It's a very crap game of The Sims, if it is.
Sonic 2 is, I think, obviously my favorite level was Chemical Plant, but I also really used to love the plane at the end.
Yeah.
And what I've really liked about the plane is how it leads into Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, because I like how that game starts. You're on thingy, aren't you? As you're flying,
I really
and
like
then next minute you lose all the Chaos Emeralds. Yeah,
I really liked how it tied them two together. That's like one of my favorite finishes, ends and starts to games.
One of my favorite was the when you go into the bonus level and it goes to like the 3D mode and you've got to get the ring around in the circle.
The Sonic 2 bonus levels was so much better than Sonic 1 as well. I hated the bonus levels on Sonic 1. Fuck Sonic 1.
Sonic 1, that was again, that was rage quit, just pure rage, because you'd be there like going, yeah. Oh yeah, fuck yeah,
and it kicks you out.
Control. Because you hit the red dot.
You get so close to the Chaos Emerald and then it does spin and you're like, just get kicked out.
You still get the diddly-doo. I don't care about that. I wanted the Chaos Emerald.
But like you say, in Sonic 2, the bonus mission was so funny. Like you say, the music as well was really like diggity. Proper got you going.
It did. I'll tell you what. Some of the music just from Sonic 2 alone was some of the best. But I mean, we can't do a Sonic episode without actually talking about a few things, to be honest. One, we've got the Sonic movie, so we'll go with that first. So what did we think of the Sonic? I mean, we've mentioned it on the podcast, but for those that don't listen into the podcast and just watch this, what did we think of the Sonic movie?
I really liked it, to be honest. I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I took my son to watch it, and he really enjoyed it. I mean, I'm glad they did the redesign of the character. I mean, I
kind of wanted to see the original version. I kind of wanted to see it unmodified.
Are we going to start like a hashtag movement here? Release the original cut of Sonic.
Release the original, yeah.
I'd love to see it.
Release the shit edit. Come on.
Personally, I think it was all. I think it was an absolutely next level genius marketing ploy. I think they never had. Definitely. I don't think the film was ever made that way. I think they made a few scenes that way to release the trailer to cause chaos.
Because any publicity is good publicity because it got everyone talking about Sonic.
And then they changed it and everyone was like, oh my God, they're so good. They listen to the fans. They're amazing. And all along they're like,
yeah, exactly. But I love the Sonic film. I liked the start of the film where, you're actually in like Green Hill Zone and he's running around the big hoops and just, I thought that was epic. I was just like, this is brilliant. Even the voice of Sonic was pretty good. I know it's not the original voice, but I really did enjoy the voice. I think they did a good job of that. And casting Jim Carrey as Robotnik.
I was going to say, I don't think they could have got anybody else to play Robotnik. No. I think he was the perfect fit.
I think what they played on there, and I think I've already said this, is they've played on the whole nostalgia thing. Because at the time when Sonic the Hedgehog games were coming out, Jim Carrey was in like the Mask, Ace Ventura and things like that. So at the time when Sonic was out, we were growing up with his films. And then bringing him to play like an iconic villain like that just made us all go, I'm definitely going seeing this. Jim Carrey's in it. I mean, come on. I've got Sonic. I've got Jim Carrey. What more can I ask for? If he starts talking out of his arsehole, I'm happy.
But I don't remember that in any of the Sonic.
No. They missed that bit. Maybe in the sequel. But again, that's big news at the moment. At the time that we're recording this, they've just finished filming the second Sonic film. And obviously there was a few pictures from on set where they've had to put the cardboard cutouts of the characters. So we've been told that Tails is going to be in it. He does pop up at the end of the first film, and then as well as Knuckles. So I'm looking forward to see how they're going to do all this.
I've seen some apparent renders as well, which if they are true, like look really fucking good.
Yeah,
and like Sonic as well, like they're just true to the character, and it's going to look quality.
You know what? Just doing the character right has been brilliant. I mean, they've definitely broken the curse of video game movies. Because I mean, on an episode we're going to be doing at some point, the Mario movie was just.
I was just about to say, I don't think it broke. I think the Mario movie broke that curse. I think that was a smash hit.
I think that started the curse. But I mean, we can't speak Kill the Dead. But the film was shit. But Sonic, on the other hand, was just phenomenal. I mean, did you guys see the report where apparently Adam Sandler was sat in the middle of a cinema, just pulled out his phone and rang Jim Carrey to tell him how good the film was?
Oh, really? No,
yeah, he actually rang him just to say the film was that good. Can you imagine that in the middle of the film as you're watching, going, yeah, it's great. I'm just going to ring him. Hang on. Just getting your phone out and being able to ring Jim Carrey and go, yeah, Jim, you film? Yes, it's not bad, actually. I like it.
I mean, he could have rang him and been like, hey, Jim, this is fucking shit. What are you doing?
What a wanker.
you know, like you're trying to relaunch your career. Yeah, mate, this ain't it. It's not it.
What are you doing? Talking to a 2-foot rat.
But no, hats off to them. They pulled it off. And I mean, when I saw the first trailer, I was a bit, I don't know. It wasn't just the look. It was, I thought the feel of the film didn't sort of match Sonic, the persona of the games that we've grown to love. And then you've got to remember there are games of Sonic where he's come to the real world, or there's been animated episodes.
I really hope in this sequel that we get to see more of Sonic's world.
Yeah,
maybe not Emerald. What the fuck is it called? The Emerald Zone. That we see at the start. Like again, like that was just a nice little nod to it. We don't need to see more of that, but I'd love to see like the casino made into like a real world situation, or the like my favorite, the chemical plant, or something like that. There's something from another level. I know that the first level is the most iconic of all, but I'd just love to see something else made that we get to experience,
something that fans love,
but something like completely out there as well. Like that level, as iconic as it is, it's quite realistic in a way, because it's like dirt and grass and mud. Obviously there's some loops thingy, but it's almost a realistic world, whereas I'd like to see something like just completely out there made, and how they could bring that to life and how we get to experience that.
What's your opinion on like the newer Sonics, where you've got like obviously the 3D version, and it's like it's completely different, really, isn't it?
Yeah, that's leading nicely into sort of where I wanted to go as well. So with the newer stuff, obviously, it has changed quite a fair bit. I don't know. I think some of them have been very hit and miss. I mean, I liked Sonic Generations.
Yeah, because I enjoyed that one. You had
both Sonics, like the old Sonic and the newer Sonic, and you could go between the two worlds and sort of do the older levels and do the newer stuff, which I really did enjoy. But I mean, one that sticks in my mind was probably Sonic Heroes.
Okay.
Do you remember Sonic Heroes?
Yeah.
I kind of enjoyed that one. But I think it was probably because it was like the only game I had on GameCube at the time. Because let's face it, there weren't many games for the GameCube. It wasn't around for a long time.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I really enjoyed Sonic Heroes. I don't think I ever finished it, but I did like it. But I've also played some like the spin-offs, like what was it, Shadow? You had like the Shadow the Hedgehog games.
That's the only one I know of it with spin-offs, I think.
I mean, myself, honestly, when I don't know if he's played Sonic the Hedgehog, like the It was like an anniversary type one when they tried to make it into like an RPG. I don't know if you played any like that one, but
I think I know which one you're talking about.
It's really good.
Yeah,
Again,
play it.
like you were saying before about them going into when Sonic came into basically the real world and things like that. I mean, obviously it's into like an RPG anime kind of setting, and obviously he's like rescuing the princess and all this lot. I mean, myself, I'm a big RPG player, but this game, fucking hell, it wasn't. That's not a good. That's not a good.
To be
It's one of them. It was playable, but it wasn't. God, I hated it.
To be honest, for me, I think I might have said it in like a previous podcast as well. Like once these games started to go 3D, for me, that's when they just became shit. Like I had no interest. I tried it and it just became so complicated. So the reason why I loved Sonic was how simple it was. There was what, 3 buttons, left, right, and A. That was it. Yeah. Like you couldn't get any more simple. Like, so it was just perfection for me. It was so simple. They made such a great game in such a simple way, and they just tried to. Once it became 3D, it just became too complicated. And they tried, like, it kind of lost its little bit of specialness for me.
Yeah. Well, that's obviously, as we're talking about like the newer stuff, they announced that there's a new Sonic game coming out.
Yes, I've just seen.
So I've been obviously checking out on Twitter and stuff like that for the podcast and stuff like that, but I follow a lot of gamers on there as well. And apparently everyone's going mental at the fact that it's not Shadow the Hedgehog 2, because everyone seems to want that. I don't remember Shadow being all that great, to be honest. But no, there's a trailer out for it. I believe it's going to be called Sonic Colors or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, so we'll need to double check that. But because it's the 30th anniversary as well of Sonic, I believe this year, I know, yeah. I saw a report before that they're putting Sonic into loads of other games, you know, like just a little cameo in other games at the moment. So for the 30th anniversary,
I was 2 when Sonic came out. Jesus. Oh my god.
I'm gonna go now.
I can't we were a bit older, weren't we, going?
yeah, nearly 4.
It's not that much older. It's not like, like I was 20 when it came out. Like,
yeah, just I still feel old though.
I know, yeah.
Okay, girlfriend's pointing out I've got grey hairs now, and it's like, no, don't tell me this. I'm the only one who hasn't got them out of the little group, and it's like I can't lose my my colour.
I don't have grey hairs. Just
we're all right. We're all right then. We're all right. But no, I mean that's Sonic again. It's actually grown quite well over the years as well. So, Dave, I know I was talking to you not long ago, and you said that you've been showing like Sonic 2 on your phone to your son. Is that? Yeah. So, I believe he was beating you, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, he was kicking my ass. That's the thing with kids, isn't it? I mean, they're so good with technology and that nowadays. It's like we're catching up.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the games are, because games now, like I just said about complicated games, obviously we're in a different age now, and games you expect to be complicated. So because everything is now so advanced and so complicated, if you give them a game like Sonic, it's too easy for them.
Yeah.
Like, I agree.
I mean, we still go back to Sonic now, playing Sonic 2.
You used to find this hard.
Did you
shut up?
I mean, just going slightly back to the the spin-offs and things like that. Did any of you play like Sonic R or anything like that? Like the
wasn't that one of the racing ones?
Yeah, there was like the racing ones.
Yeah, play Sonic Racing.
Yeah, and the what was it? There's like Sonic fighting like games as well. I mean, did you play any of those? Like,
no, I know he's what's that? There's like a mass, like with like tons and tons of different characters that he's been involved with, isn't he?
There's been quite a few. There was like Sonic and Mario at the Olympics.
Yeah,
they did quite a few of them.
It's like a battle royale game, isn't it? As well, with like.
Oh, what's that one called? I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
It's for the Wii, isn't it? with loads and loads of characters.
Super Smash Bros.
Smash Bros. That's it.
Yeah, he's in there as well. What else has he had? But yeah, Super Smash Bros. That's got like a collection of everybody in there, from Mario, Final Fantasy, Sonic, absolutely everything. But yeah, no, he's like I say, they had Sonic and Mario at the Olympics. Then you had like some.
I mean, I'm not being funny, but anything speed related, like why, like in a real world situation, it's not even close, is it? Like, what's the point? What is the point?
In the 100-meter race, who are you going to pick, Mario or Sonic?
Yeah, just any of them. Even the long jump or anything. Like, you know what I mean? It's completely an unfair thing. Like, why would you put them two against each other?
I don't know if there's a pipe. There's a pipe.
One's a fat plumber, and the other one's faster than the speed of sound. Like.
Yeah, but when Mario grows a tail and then gets the firework,
then he's just tails. It's just tails, isn't it?
Yeah, he's pretty much tails. Yeah. A little interesting fact: did you know that the Sega took up 1/8 of the cartridge size? Just that sound alone took up 1/8 of the cartridge.
Bloody hell! Yeah, that's impressive, actually.
Oh, jeez.
I know that the designers for Sonic, they actually took a trip to New York with the design for the character, but they didn't quite know what was going to be the character. It came down to either being an old man or a hedgehog, or
there was a rabbit. There was a rabbit.
There was a rabbit and there was a dog, and obviously it did whittle down to just the old man and the hedgehog.
Imagine if it was the old man.
I really wish it was like the old man.
That'd have been quality if they made it.
Sonic the pensioner.
Sonic the pension man. Like,
what was the aim of the game? To go and pick up your pension from the office?
How fast you can get there? Like just crawling there, like.
Just, when you get a power up and he just throws his walking stick and
well, he'd be in his wheelchair going around the loops and stuff, funny like.
That would have changed the film so much.
Well, did you know that Dr. Robotnik was originally designed as one of the heroes as well? So he was originally designed to be the character of Sonic. But obviously they didn't go with it, and then they decided, but they liked the creation of the character so much and the design of it that they made him into obviously the villain.
Yeah.
From there, like just to keep him in.
That's cool. Well, obviously they went through all the designs, didn't they? But another interesting fact about the actual making of the game was only made by a team. The very first game, Sonic the Hedgehog, the first one, was only made with a team of 7 people. They had 2 programmers, 2 sound engineers, and 3 designers. I mean, that's impressive.
That is what makes the game so incredible as well. So, graphically, obviously they didn't have a lot of space, obviously on the cartridges at the time. So the way they used to create the backgrounds, using layers, and the way what's it called now?
Oh, not
the plane. There's a word for the plane, when the backgrounds move and stuff, and they essentially
parallax scrolling.
Parallax scrolling, yeah. They were one of the first people to use it in a game and stuff, and basically because of the way the game rendered, rather than I think they were only allowed 3 layers. And obviously, to do parallax scrolling, they would have needed multiple layers. So the way they did it was because of how the game renders stuff. So each line would have a different set of graphics. So as the game renders it down, it would pull in this other line to make the clouds and stuff move at different paces and whatnot. They were so clever in how they hacked the system essentially to display these type of movements and animations. It's so clever.
I mean, when you think about it, though. Going back to it, it is a game you'll always be able to go back and pick up at any point and just play it. Even now, like Dave said before, he's got it on his phone for his son's play it. I've played it on my phone. Got emulators that I can play it on. It's just such a good game, and the fact that Sonic has become one of those timeless characters now that he's going to be around pretty much forever. You can't get rid of him. He's not one of these video game characters that's just dead and gone. You know, you're never going to hear of again because, I mean, people still want to play Sonic for its simplicity.
If you look at new mobile games that come out now, like games that not like obviously the fucking Candy Crush and all that shit, like games that you actually play, a lot of games in terms of simplicity and the way they work are very similar to Sonic.
Yeah, exactly.
And the actual gameplay of it and the actual movement of the characters and like how you navigate things is very, very similar. Which is why I think it's starting to become popular again because they've brought it out on mobile. Luckily, and for free as well, which is cool, by the way.
And in films as well. I mean, he's been in like Wreck-It Ralph. I mean, that only came out a few years ago, and I mean, like they made a big point that like obviously Sonic was in it.
Yeah, exactly. And he's a memorable character that will forever live on. And I mean, that was when they designed him. They wanted the character to be so simple in design that even a child could draw it. I mean, I still struggle to draw Sonic, but I mean, it's basically
you're not an artiste.
Exactly. I have to look at the picture to copy the picture. I can come up with some ideas myself.
Sonic might actually have been the first ever character that I ever drew.
I think it is for most people.
Thinking about it, I think
was
he
a
might
Terminator.
have been. You were like, fuck it, I'm going for the hardest thing I could possibly draw.
Just Dave's parents there going, no, draw Sonic. I'm drawing an Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh god.
Just there, just shading around the eye. Yeah, you know.
Dave's like, Sonic is beneath me.
I'm a sick drawer. I was the best drawer in my class.
Just stick man with like a T2 on it.
Oh.
But yeah, with Sonic, I don't think at the moment there's much more we can go into until some newer games come out.
I've just remembered the game that Dave was referring to before, the RPG. It's Sonic and the Black Knight.
Oh, was that it?
Was it? No, it was just called Sonic the Hedgehog.
Are you sure? No, Sonic and the Black Knight is where it's like an RPG style storyline where he saves like a princess and stuff. The concept of it was cool, but the execution was fucking absolute garbage.
No. It was actually called Sonic the Hedgehog. It was like I think it was basically like a promotional one when it was first going to. It was either I don't know. If
was it the one that was on Xbox? Or... There was one that was on Xbox.
It could have been the Xbox one. It could have been.
No, there was Sonic Unleashed, which I think that was for the Wii. Oh, it was on the Wii. I think it was the one that was on all consoles.
Oh,
but they did release Sonic
Chronicles, is it?
They released just one Sonic.
No, it was literally called Sonic the Hedgehog.
Bear with us, viewers. But we do have
technical difficulties.
We're doing the research when we actually do the episode.
I think I found it. I think I found it. Sonic the Hedgehog RPG. It was called.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the one. Like
this was never a mainstream game.
Yes, it was. Of course, it was.
Nah.
Of course, it was.
It looks like shit. No.
No, it was shit, but it was a mainstream game.
Nah, I'm not having that.
No, it was a mainstream game. It was so bad though, but like you say, it
was made by Red G.
RPGs and stuff like that. I mean, I thought, oh, there we go. I'll give this a go. It might be good. I like Sonic. I like RPGs. So, and like the characters. I think it was called like Princess Elise and stuff like that. It looked like Final Fantasy type characters.
I'm just watching the trailer now. It looks like fucking garbage. My god! There's no way Sega authorized this. No fucking way.
Honestly,
I'm not having it.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, the reboot. That was a reboot at the time.
Commonly referred to as Sonic 06.
Sonic 06. Yeah, that was it.
Wow.
That looks disgusting.
Wow. Yeah, good game, boys.
You bigging it all like it's the best game I've ever played in my life, my favorite game of all time.
I just love this bit. So I've got a bit of information about it. It says the Sonic team sought to create an appealing game in vein of a superhero film like Batman Begins.
Oh.
Did you get that feel from the game?
Yeah.
Not quite.
Did you not?
No. I must have missed it.
But I think on that note, we're going to end this episode on Sonic, because whether we've mentioned anything that's even remotely correct, we don't know. But we tried doing a bit of research at the end. Now,
not before the episode started.
Yeah, not
you can save the
before.
research for the end of the episode.
Yeah. We want you to feel involved. We want you, the viewers, to be part of the team as we actually do the research. So remember, if you haven't already, to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell us what games you want us to look at in future episodes.
You can also check us out on Northern Dreamers Podcast. We're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and even here on YouTube.
Tune in next week, and until then, I've been Adam.
I've been Big Dave.
And I've been Glenn. See you next time on the next episode on From Dusty Cartridges to Broken Discs.
Cheerio, guys.
Yeah. Dave's Teletubbies. Yeah.
Right, I need a piss.